In the news this week, majority favours breaking up the supermarket duopoly. An exclusive WAMA News opinion poll indicates support for splitting Coles and Woolworths to cut living costs.
Also tonight, low cost of living and lots of options. Peter Kennedy looks back at Perth's good old days in supermarket competition.
Reckless car chase in Perth's east leads to the arrest and charging of a man with numerous offences.
And Bank West goes bankless in WA as it transitions to digital, shutting down most branches and merging with Commonwealth Bank. And later, Dr. Andrew Miller's comment.
This is The Evening News with Ivan Loom and Maliva Thorne.
Good evening. The rise in the cost of living has prompted calls to break up Australia's Coles and Woolworths duopoly, with the final results of the exclusive WAMA News opinion poll revealing a crushing majority of Western Australian viewers support the move. Some politicians are backing the idea, while others believe unless the federal government steps in, consumer choice may just be an illusion. Paige Reid begins our coverage.
Coles and Woolworths have been Australians' choice of food shopping for many years, with the competition between the two ongoing. But now there is a growing cause to break them up and knock them off the top. An exclusive WAMN News opinion poll reveals 80% of viewers have said they no longer want this duopoly and it broken up, with 20% saying breaking up the pair will not help the cost of living. WA Greens leader Brad Pettit says he is not surprised by the results, saying the issue has been left unsolved for too long.
Australia is quite unusual as an international outlier with the way we've created this giant duopoly. And it's in a cost of living crisis, people are angry and they know what farmers are being paid, then they know what they're paying at the checkout. It's entirely unacceptable. Duopolies are not healthy for competition and there needs to be action to break it up and get much greater competition.
Anthony Fells, former Liberal MLC, fought against the issue over 10 years ago, when Woolies took over several independent supermarkets around Perth in the early 2000s, with his submissions going to the ACCC, with the ACCC saying it won't affect the competition and the merge went ahead. My
submission made it very clear that Coles and Woolworths already were the dominant two supermarket chains across Western Australia, with something like 75% of the market share at the time. And this was obviously going to increase that.
It is no secret that Woolworths and Coles are the giants of the shopping world, with Woolworths owning BWS, Big W, Ampol and many more, with Coles owning Kmart, Target, Officeworks and many more of their own brand. These two giants are currently dominating the market, but until something changes, nothing will, and consumer choice could just be an illusion. Paige Reid, WAMN News.
The opinion poll results on breaking up the supermarket duopoly show that many viewers want more retail choices to lower living costs. Perth once offered abundant consumer options before supermarket giants dominated. Peter Kennedy reflects on the past abundance and explores potential solutions.
It wasn't that long ago that Perth shoppers had the choice of a range of supermarkets, smaller supermarkets. Charlie Carter's, Freecorns, Gordon Matheson's, Mac's. They were common names around Perth. Over the years, though, they gradually disappeared and bought out by the big two, Coles and Woolworths. And the WAMN poll shows that Coles and Woolworths have a significant image problem. A week ago, the poll was running 73% against the big two. This week, 80% say that the big two should be broken up. It's not good for competition in Australia. And that is a big message for the Coles and Woolworths. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has said, we're not a totalitarian state, we're not in the nature of breaking up these big companies. But there's an issue. People have shown that they're not happy and they want something done. Now, Coles and Woolworths, in their interests, they'll improve their image by better bargains, making their shops more attractive. And obviously we'll have a big promotion campaign from the big two to win back that customer loyalty. But the ball is in their court. Shoppers have indicated in the WAMN poll they're not happy and they want something done. They've got to improve their image. They've got to come up with a better pricing policy, a better deal for purchasing from primary producers, farmers and the like, and that would be expected to happen pretty quickly. The message in the WAMN News poll is pretty clear to the big two: lift your game. Peter Kennedy, WAMN News.
Hi there. Are you looking for a new home? or want to refinance your car mortgage to get a better rate. At AA Finance Solutions, we have the expertise and knowledge to help you to find the right loan for your needs and budgets. Contact us today. Let us help you to make your home ownership dream a reality.
AA Finance Solutions, your local mortgage broker.
A 29-year-old man has been charged by detectives from the Rapid Apprehension Squad after a high-speed pursuit through Perth South. The incident unfolded at around 6:40 p.m. on Thursday when law enforcement officers spotted a stolen Subaru Forester station wagon travelling southeast on Amherst Road in Canning Vale. Police alleged that the accused failed to comply with orders to pull over, initiating a tense chase that spanned over 20 minutes from Canning Vale, Thornley, Langford, Cannington, Bentley and Queen's Park. The stolen vehicle was allegedly abandoned in a car park of a shopping centre in Cannington. The accused, determined to evade capture, fled the scene on foot before being apprehended a short distance away from the shopping centre. Police also alleged that the accused collided with two civilian vehicles. The man has been charged with numerous offences and appeared before the Perth Magistrates Court on Friday.
Perth is set to host two of the biggest men's soccer teams, AC Milan and AS Roma, this May. The two teams are to battle it out at Optus Stadium on Friday the 31st of May. It is to be the only place in the Asia Pacific this year that the two clubs will play a match at. It is expected to bring in thousands of visitors from beyond Western Australia and boost the state's economy with millions of dollars. The Cook Labor government is helping the game, and it is significant for being the only time so far that two Series A teams are competing against one another in the nation. Series A is in fact the highest level when it comes to the Football League in Italy and is also thought of as one of the top leagues in the globe.
The presence of two Italian teams in Western Australia symbolises their global reach and they aspire worldwide, paying a tribute to our vibrant Italian community in Western Australia and beyond.
Bankwest, a prominent banking institution in WA, announced its transition to a digital bank by 2024 and shut down 45 branches across the state. The bank claims the move aims to bolster digital banking capabilities while adapting to changing consumer preferences across Australia. The shift entails the closure of 45 Bankwest branches by October 2024, alongside with the conversion of 15 regional locations into CBA branches, expanding Commonwealth Bank's footprint in Western Australia. Furthermore, 500 CBA group roles will be directed to WA, creating new opportunities in technology, operations and customer service. Acknowledging the transition's impact, Bankwest Executive General Manager Jason Chan emphasised support for affected customers and colleagues. Meanwhile, opposition and national WA leader Shane Love has sought assurance from the bank that regional communities will be served by CBA branches.
Perth continues to see a rise in the number of people using public transport as new records are set in January. During January, Transperth observed an increase in the number of West Australians using public transport, with almost 10.51 million boardings across buses, trains and ferry services. It is the second highest figure ever recorded for the month, trailing January 2013, which had 10.59 million boardings. January marked the best month on record for buses and ferries, with 5.9 million bus boardings. Ferries also set a record with 108,605 boardings, surpassing the previous month of December 2023, which recorded 105,067 boardings. Train boardings also saw a new record in Perth, with the best January figures since before the pandemic. The Mandurah line set a new January record with 1.706 million boardings.
And now here's Dr. Andrew Miller with his weekly medical and news commentary.
Hi, thanks for your time. After the excitement of Taylor Swift last week, I find myself in Singapore this week. Obviously, on this occasion, not following Taylor around, but up here for the World Federation of Anaesthesia meeting, which is the gathering of the anaesthesia nerds from around the world to talk about innovations and how to keep anaesthesia and surgery safe in all sorts of different resourced environments. So that's an exciting place to be. The general message is that we can never relax. We have to always be driving standards forward and always be making sure that money doesn't come before health. And I think that that's a really important message for our community as a whole. There's no point having lots and lots of money in your society if you're unhealthy. And for us as individuals as well, I think the pursuit of a contented life involves being able to stick around, to support your family over time, and to be healthy and happy into old age. And we have the tools available to us, but we're just not always dedicated all the time to making sure that we look after our long-term health, both as a community and as individuals. So one of the best things you can do, long-term relationship with the GP who gets to know you, all sorts of things going on inside their head whilst they're just having that chat with you and checking the blood pressure and making sure you're going okay, in order to keep an eye on you for the long term. Thanks very much for your time.
And that was Dr. Andrew Miller. Speaking of the Series A game, having lived in Milan for a year, I'm definitely looking forward to the soccer match, and I'm going to be going for AC Milano. How about you, Ivan?
That makes both of us, right? I'm not so sure about the viewers. It's definitely going to be a very big clash between Milan and Roma. Make sure you pick your teams right, and I look forward to see what both teams are. And when it comes to the talent, it's definitely going to be a great match.
And now here's Leo with what's coming up on 6 News tonight.
Thank you very much, guys. The top stories we're following on 6 News right now. Tributes come in for a teenager killed in a horror bus crash in Brisbane. Melbourne's Moomba Parade cancelled as a heatwave hits Victoria over the long weekend. And less than 1 week until the Queensland local government elections. Those stories and the rest of today's headlines are on the hour, every hour here on 6 News. You can watch live on our YouTube channel. For now though, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks, Leo. And that's our weekly news and current affairs. We have the latest news on our website, wamnnews.com.au.
Remember to subscribe to the WAMN Extra News Club so we can continue our work in the community. Full details on wamnnews.com.au/news/extra. From Melly and myself, wish you good health, good night. See you next Sunday.
Thanks for watching.